and one of the most solid smartphones released to date. It offers an overhauled exterior, a customizable action button, USB-C port, and much more. Nonetheless, those upgrading from one of its recent predecessors may not find it all that exciting. Fortunately, the iPhone 16 Pro and iPhone 16 Pro Max should launch later this year, and they may introduce even more enticing additions. Today, I'll discuss all the rumors shared by reputable sources, along with what we would like to see. So, starting with the design and display. Apple typically makes major iPhone design tweaks once every 3 years or so. Considering the iPhone 15 Pro models just adopted the titanium frame with round edges, we don't expect the iPhone 16 Pro to jump to a different material or feature a drastically different design. And just like the 15 Pro models, we expect the iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max to offer an action button. However, the company will likely switch to a capacitive button in 2024 rather than stick to the mechanical one. Additionally, there have been rumors about another capacitive capture button, which leakers expect to be on the power button side, with the action button remaining right above the volume buttons. We also anticipate the next generation to retain the existing dynamic island and most of its specs. The big change, however, could lie in its size. Unlike the 6.1-inch iPhone 15 Pro and 6.7-inch 15 Pro Max, there have been rumors that the iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max could go for 6.3 and 6.9 inches, respectively. Furthermore, the OLED panels may rely on microlens technology, which could contribute to a higher brightness and more power efficiency. While there are still no credible rumors revolving around the finish options, we hope Apple introduces some more vibrant colorways. Despite Pro devices typically sticking to darker, duller options, there have been exceptions in the past, such as the Sierra Blue iPhone 13 Pro. While the 2023 Pro models feature 2 similar dark shades and 2 bright variants, none of the iPhone 15 Pro finishes really offer a vibrant shade that stands out. Blue titanium is cool, but only under very specific lighting conditions. In the camera department, the ultra-wide lens may finally receive a boost from 12 to 48 megapixel. This change was first applied to the main lens when the iPhone 14 Pro launched. Furthermore, Apple may bring the iPhone 15 Pro Max exclusive 77mm tetraprism lens to the smaller iPhone 16 Pro. This would enable those with the smaller Pro iPhone to utilize the 5x optical and 25x digital zoom. Meanwhile, the iPhone 16 Pro Max may offer a 300mm super telephoto lens, allowing users to zoom beyond 5x in the optical department or 25x in the digital one. While all of this would be good, what we really want in the iPhone 16 Pro camera is a Pro mode with manual controls to take advantage of the advanced sensors. While third-party apps exist for this purpose, the native one has become somewhat limited in this age. It currently supports shooting in RAW and adjusting the exposure, but not much beyond that. The iPhone's camera hardware has potential, and is already one of the best, particularly when shooting video. Still, Apple could further push its limits by being more creative with the software that operates it. Now, considering the iPhone 15 Pro models pack the A17 Pro chip, we expect the iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max to introduce the A18 Pro chip. However, we still have no idea how capable and power efficient it'll be. It's safe to assume, though, that it'll be manufactured through the 3nm process. Additionally, it could exclusively support iOS 18i features if the whispers turn out to be accurate. Otherwise, we expect the iPhone 16 Pro models to feature a connectivity boost, with rumors pointing to Wi-Fi 7 support. The AI is all but expected, but what would be a pleasant surprise is a mode similar to Samsung's DeX. While the current A17 Pro can run some AAA games, iOS and the relatively small phone display really restrict these chips' potential. A welcome feature would be proper external display support, which triggers an interface that is similar to that of iPadOS. This would unlock Stage Manager, resizable app windows, and improved multitasking on the iPhone. Regarding power, the iPhone 16 Pro models are rumored to feature stacked batteries, which would increase their capacity and lifespan. Furthermore, users may be able to utilize faster 40 watts wired and 20 watts MagSafe charging, an increase from 20 watts and 15 watts respectively. To combat overheating, Apple could also introduce a new graphene thermal system, which would replace the inferior copper-based one. While there are still no relevant rumors regarding the matter, we're still hoping for reverse wireless charging support. With the 2023 models, Apple unlocked reverse wired charging support for smaller devices and accessories. Expanding this support to include wireless charging would make charging AirPods on the go even easier. Many of us don't carry cables around, and reverse wireless charging support would cater to that. With the iPhone 16 Pro and 16 Pro Max being months away, there's still plenty of time for more leaks to surface. This means that the existing details we've listed may turn out to be inaccurate. Either way, it appears that the upcoming Apple flagships will at least introduce some welcome changes, such as the new capture button, larger displays, superior Wi-Fi connectivity, sharper ultra-wide lens, advanced AI features, and more. Of course, the iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max remain the best smartphones from Apple for the time being, and you may want to grab a unit if you can't wait until September. Now for those of you excited for the Apple iPhone 16 series, we're now going to run through the full specs design and the pricing for each model in the range to help you guys decide which one is right for you. For my regular viewers, you guys have seen this, so just skip to the next video, but if you're new here then hit subscribe now, and we'll get right into it. So first up, we have the standard iPhone 16. With the standard iPhone 16, we get a 6.3-inch OLED display, but unfortunately, this is still going to be an LTPS display. The iPhone 16 is going to have a taller aspect ratio than last year, and it's going to be protected by Ceramic Shield too. We get the new dynamic island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie camera and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we've got a 12 megapixels primary camera and a 12 megapixels ultra-wide. It's powered by the A18 chipset, and it's likely coming with 6 gigs of RAM and up to 512 gigs of storage. It's also powered up by a 3,450 mAh battery with 30 watts fast charging, and it's going to come with advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. Now it will of course ship with iOS 18, and it's expected to launch from around $850 in September 2024. Now next up, we've got the iPhone 16 Plus. With the iPhone 16 Plus, we get a 6.9 in OLED display, and again, unfortunately, this is another LTPS display. It's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and it's protected by ceramic shield too. We get the new dynamic island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie cameras and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we've got a 12 megapixels primary camera and a 12 megapixels ultra-wide. It's powered by the A18 chipset, and it's likely going to come with a choice of 6 gigs of RAM and up to 512 gigs of storage. It's powered by a 4420 mAh battery with 30 watts fast charging, and it comes with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. Now, of course, it ships with iOS 18, and it's expected to launch from around $950 in September 2024. Next up, we got the iPhone 16 Pro. Now the iPhone 16 Pro has a 6.3 in 120Hz LTPO OLED display. It's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and the Pro is protected by Ceramic Shield 3. We get the new dynamic island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie camera and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we get a 48 megapixels primary camera, a 48 megapixels ultra-wide camera, then we've got a 12 megapixels tetraprism camera with 5 times optical zoom. It's powered up by the A18 Pro chipset, and it comes with 8 gigs of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage, and it's also powered by a 3,450 mAh battery, and fast charging is still unknown at the moment, but we do expect some improvements, and of course it comes with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7. It will of course ship with iOS 18, and it's expected to launch from around $1,100 in September 2024. Now finally, we save the best to last, the iPhone 16 Pro Max. With the iPhone 16 Pro Max, we get a 6.9-inch 120Hz LTPO OLED display. Again, like the other phones, it's got a taller aspect ratio than its predecessor, and it's protected by Ceramic Shield 3. We get the dynamic island, which covers up the 12 megapixels selfie cameras and Face ID sensors. Then on the rear, we've got a 48 megapixels primary camera, a 48 megapixels ultra-wide, and a 12 megapixels tetraprism camera with 5 times optical zoom. It's powered up by the A18 Pro chipset. It comes with 8 gigs of RAM and up to 1 terabyte of storage, and it's powered up by a 4,500 mAh battery. As with the 16 Pro, we don't know the fast charging at the moment, but we do expect to see some improvements. Now it comes up with the advanced 5G, Bluetooth 5.3, and Wi-Fi 7, and it will of course ship with iOS 18, and this one's expected to launch around $1,300 in September 24. So overall, the iPhone 16 series is looking like a great addition to the iPhone lineup. More things remain similar. There are still plenty of upgrades with the new hardware to power it better and brighter displays. Along with the new battery thermal technology, this should really enhance the experience and work well with the new A features. Now, of course, because of all the similarities to its predecessor, is probably not going to make anyone with an iPhone 15 rush for an upgrade, but for anyone with an older iPhone or looking to get their first iPhone, that's going to be a great choice. Now, of course, as we approach the launch, more and more information is going to continue to come in, and I'll be sharing it as soon as it does, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss a thing in the future. So, what are your expectations from upcoming iPhone 16 lineup? Share it down below in the comments section, and for more updates, do subscribe to our channel. See you in the next one. Peace out.